So one of our customers had a data problem, and really that was a few people in IT and a few isolated business analysts' problem. There was no budget, there was no reason to globally fix the problem until the CFO said, you know, we have a credit risk management problem. We don't understand our customers well enough, and we don't understand their ownership relationships and their business relationships. And because of that, we're exposed to substantial credit risk because the companies that we're extending trade credit to, we could be very, very much overextended to a big group of them if the parent company were to become insolvent. So as we progress, and I believe there's a build on this slide.
Yeah, sorry about that, John. I actually did remove those ones, but I'll see what I can do here for you.
Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, that's actually better than a build. That's a custom build. So
right.
Credit risk management was really tackled to decrease a cost of operating the business. But as soon as that was tackled and understood, that same data could be handed to marketing and to sales and to product management to begin to better cross-sell and upsell to customers and start to actually increase the top line of the business. Now, it didn't come automatically. They had to add additional information to the customer list to be able to do these things. But the foundation and the first reason to get a very consistent and well understood single view of the customer was paid for by the CFO to clean up credit risk or to reduce credit risk management. And the cost of writing off a single account more than pays for a complete MDM solution. So how do we go about doing this?
John, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to share an example here as well that I think people can relate to. So, and this is where I changed it and didn't inform you completely on that. So I think I have a pretty good example here that can hit home, really. So, and that's around providing, again, that single view of the customer. So as a data professional, what I found is that many companies that I do business with really struggle to manage the data, my data, and based on either the type of channel that I enter into business with them or maybe even the store locations that I visit for them. And as I said, being a data professional, I expect the companies that I do business with to do better at this. And when they don't do a good job, it really drives me crazy. So, for example, just a common example that I experienced last week was I went to take my kids to get their haircut. And at this haircut location, they offer this really nice feature that I can use an app or their website to let them know that I'm planning to come in. So this gets our names on the list, and it reduces our wait time when we get to the store. But a few problems arise from this application, though. One is that the app uses your name and phone number to store your profile information. And, well, sometime in the past, I've registered under the name Anthony Martin, and another time I've registered under the name Tony Martin. So one of these customer entries in their system knows about all my children, but the other one only knows about one of them. So another problem that arises similar to this is that their system stores how each child likes to have their haircut or their preferences. But as there's a few different locations in town, sometimes we visit different ones depending on where we are or wait times that we see on their site. But the problem is that these preferences aren't really kept in sync across the stores. So on more than one occasion, this has led to an unhappy wife when I come home when she says that she just wanted the haircut to look the same like last time, and I really just never can win. So I'm sure that you can relate to potentially another similar experience with the companies that you do business with, but how does that ultimately impact the goal of maximizing shareholder value? So if your business has the procedures, policies, and technology in place to get kind of that customer golden record or that single view of the customer, you're more likely to grow your customer base by reducing customer turnover, And it's obvious that more customers should likely equal more revenue. But from an analytics perspective, think about this. What if the company was trying to increase their marketing ROI? Perhaps one solution to that is they try to do customer segmentation. And maybe in that customer segmentation, they're looking to offer promotions to customers that they feel may be the most likely to buy. Well, if that customer segmentation is in part based on attributes that aren't completely accurate, like, for instance, the number of family members in my haircut example, that goal of decreasing costs through more effective marketing might not be able to reach its full potential because of that lack of data quality and consistency. Cool. John, I'll hand it back over to you for this slide.
Thanks, Anthony. So when we think about the all-up technology solution that you might need to do MDM, it can become daunting. There are so many things that start to interact with MDM, and it's really important to segregate out what belongs in the MDM conversation and what doesn't. So integration and ETL is something that you use in MDM, but it's not part of your MDM solution. And if a vendor says that MDM is my ETL solution or MDM is my Enterprise Service Bus solution, you should run, not walk. MDM needs many of the things listed here, but most organizations don't need all of those on the first day. And we'll break these down between what SQL Server has right in the box and what Profisee sets on top of that in just a second. And so I've warned everybody not to get too tied up in all the things that you may need, but it's always a good idea to know that the stack you're working on has a complete vision and has all of the things that you might ever need as you take your MDM, your company's MDM maturity and awareness through an evolution to fully mature and very proactive. So when I look at the things in the gray, those are the things that are in the SQL Server box, and we'll drill into those in just a second here. When I look at the things in the blue, those are the capabilities that Profisee bolts on top. This slide isn't to say that Profisee does always so much more than SQL Server. Actually, SQL Server has more than 100 person-years of engineering, and the platform is very solid. Profisee adds the things that take it from being an MDM platform to being an MDM application.